Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Hargraves and this is my first presentation for GME301, my favorite video game. My favorite video game is Breathedge. It's available on Steam and Xbox. I played it on Xbox. And it's created by Red Ruin Software, published by Hype Train Digital and Red Ruin Software. The gist of Breathedge is it is a space simulator with an immortal chicken. That's it's the first tool you have and you use it throughout the game. Like any space sim, the goal is to survive in outer space. After a little while, you get a vacuum cleaner that lets you move around more quickly in space. It has a great material collection and tool crafting system, and you get to upgrade your equipment using things like lead paint, foil, and other random items that you find in the debris from the giant spaceship that crashed. The cool thing about Breathedge is that it has a tongue-in-cheek narrative. You feel like the developers are making jokes with you as you play through the game. There are some adult themes. The main storyline is you are trying to avoid AI-controlled coffins and solve the mystery of your grandfather's death. Some of the craftable items that you get throughout the game, one of the first ones that you create is called Craft Imposed by the developers. And just in any other sim game that has a crafting system, this is one of the things that you craft that reinforces that you understand how to use the crafting system, even though it's like not really useful. There's the vacuum cleaner that you get to ride. You find one near an abandoned space station, and then you can also craft one a little bit later in the game. The oxygen balloons that allow you to have more oxygen and be able to explore further into space away from your safe spaceship. The first ones that you create are crafted from condoms. As far as gameplay is concerned, it is slow at first. You start out with just a spacesuit with thrusters and a very small amount of oxygen, so you can only explore for about 20 to 30 seconds away from your safe place at the beginning of the game. There are a bunch of side quests to complete, and they add to kind of the overall narrative and your understanding of the universe. You can find blueprints. Some of the blueprints are for things that you need to complete the story. A lot of them are for completely unnecessary items, like a piano or a cardboard cutout of a movie character that's popular in that universe. The game is frustrating if you forget to save manually. It does have an autosave feature. It triggers every time you go into a safe place. So if you go into your spaceship and you craft some items and you move things around in storage, and then you go outside forgetting to save manually, and you run out of oxygen and die, all of that organization that you did in the space station is lost, and you have to do it again. One of my favorite things about games like these is that you can spend a lot of time exploring and collecting and doing side quests and kind of really getting a feel for the universe. So it's easy to spend more than 20 hours doing that. The storyline and the necessary collection and exploration is probably about 8 to 12 hours. As far as a review for the game, the premise and gameplay has been compared to Subnautica, which I haven't played before, but I'm planning on playing soon. The humor is reminiscent of Portal. There are also a lot of fart jokes and that kind of level of humor in it. The storyline is pretty slow for the beginning of the game. It gets a lot faster and kind of more intense during the last chapter or so. And overall, I found it really enjoyable and entertaining. And that's my review for Breathedge. Thanks for listening.